When Conviction didn't pull in the stealth crowd as much as we might like, the team at Ubisoft went back to formula. Now, 3 years later, it's time once again to slink into the shadows. Welcome back to Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
Not a word.
The ending of Conviction left Sam Fisher on the outs with the agency, and Third Echelon breached and shut down. When an unknown terrorist group called the Engineers threatened to destroy a series of American-controlled interests unless the country brings all their troops back home, the president once again calls on Sam Fisher to save the day.
How'd they nab him?
They didn't. He just walked in their office.
Look, how do we know he isn't some psycho with a sick sense of humor? There's something you're not telling me?
Let's address the elephant in the room right off the bat. Amidst fan backlash, longtime veteran voice of Sam Fisher, Michael Ironsides, was replaced with Eric Johnson. You might know him from Smallville and Rookie Blue. Overall, he does a decent job, though he can come off a bit uneven at times. It's not the grizzled voice of Sam Fisher we're used to, but hopefully a little bit more time behind the helm of the stealth icon will help with his delivery.
All due respect, why don't we just leave the interrogation to the CIA?
You can forget the company man bullshit, Briggs. You're on our team now.
Understood.
Uploading. We're in.
The overall story of the game is fairly believable. With troops in over 150 countries, an attack of this type is a scary real-world possibility. To tackle the job, Sam gets access to a wide array of new gadgets with cash earned from successful missions in both single-player and multiplayer. There are 3 new playstyles in the game, though they're really just quantifications of what players were already doing. Ghosts stick to the shadows, Panthers quietly take out their targets, and Assault goes loud to accomplish the same mission. All 3 are viable, but if you're a longtime fan of the series, you'll likely find yourself somewhere between the first 2, and you'll always earn more money from being a Ghost than you will in Assault. The single-player and multiplayer experience is blended together perfectly in Blacklist. Using the SMI, a large surface-like tablet on the Paladin, you'll pick single-player missions or drop right into cooperative play in split-screen or via Xbox Live. You can also select the Spies vs. Mercs mode from here. I'm normally not a fan of split-screen, but it works shockingly well in this title.
Target down.
It was a welcome sight to see the Spies vs. Merc multiplayer mode that was introduced in Chaos Theory return for this title. You can play classic 2-on-2 or the new Blacklist mode for 4-on-4. The addition of 2 more Spies and Mercs makes the game of cat and mouse far more tense, and when you succeed, far more rewarding.
Time to do your job. Hack all active terminals in the area.
Graphically, Blacklist delivers in spades, though there is a tiny bit of texture tearing from time to time. On the Xbox, this graphical bump comes courtesy of a 3 gig optional HD texture pack on Disc 2 for the game. Thanks to Microsoft's copy protection methodology, though, you'll have to switch back and forth between Disc 1 and 2, even if you do a full install, as the campaign crosses both discs, but multiplayer rests on the second disc. I'll admit, I'm a bit of a Splinter Cell purist, so my big question was how well the stealth works. I'm happy to say that Blacklist delivers on its promises. It's not perfect, and sometimes the AI can become a little confused, but overall it does a pretty fantastic job. Mastering Ghost Mode on Perfectionist difficulty and the Spies vs. Mercs update will keep me playing this game for a very long time. With a 14-hour campaign, rock-solid multiplayer, a new progression system, and a bevy of cool new gadgets, I'm very happy to declare Splinter Cell Blacklist the best Splinter Cell on the current gen platform, and it's a close second to the high benchmark set by Chaos Theory. I cannot wait to see what Ubisoft Toronto gives us on the next-gen platforms.
Sam, more missiles incoming. I'm using the hook.
5 seconds. Hurry up, Sam.